Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of Junk Food and You. This is a podcast where I just sort of talk about random things. The last episode of Junk Food and You I talked about YouTube videos, the top 5 YouTube videos on YouTube according to the numbers. There were some surprises there, not necessarily my favorite videos on there, so that's why I thought this would be kind of interesting, because I'm going to list off sort of some of my favorite videos that I posted on Candy Critic in the past, and you can go back and check them out. I mean, these are the ones that some of these are the ones that I thought, oh my God, this is going to be so, people are going to love this, and then almost nobody watched it, and some of them do okay, but I feel like there's a big story behind them and a lot sort of extra beyond just the video itself. So the first two things I want to talk about is there's two series of videos that I really like. That's the 10-second kitchen, which is you can go back, check them all out. Basically, whenever I'm traveling, if I'm near a kitchen or somebody cooking something, I videotape it for 10 seconds and then I post it. So it's just like 10 seconds. And then you can go to our map. If you go to candycritic.org, you can go to the map, our candy map, and there actually pinpoints all the locations where I've actually done these 10-second kitchens. So the idea was, and I might still do it. I mean, right now with COVID, I'm not really traveling very much, but maybe in the future I might start this up again and just, anytime I see something being made, it's kind of like this 10 seconds of watching something being made, including mango sticky rice, Krispy Kreme donuts. It was kind of fun to do. The other one is Junk Food on the Road, which is a podcast I do with Allison, where we talk about our travels and stuff like that. Again, with COVID, we've actually been using the time in COVID to catch back up, because we haven't obviously been recording these forever, but we sort of talk about some of the places we've traveled, as well as some of the places both together and independently, so that's kind of neat. But notionally, down the road when things open up a little bit more, we'll be able to go back out and do sort of the more true episodes of Junk Food on the road. So make sure to check that out. So the videos I want to talk about. First of all, there was an episode of Chris, Why Would You Eat That?, where I was with a friend of mine, Linda, and we recorded Why Would You Eat? And it was spiders in Cambodia. So it was like giant spiders. And this is always something, people always talk about eating bugs as being like the grossest thing. And actually, this is where I found out that I kind of like the taste of spider fried. It kind of tastes like crab and chicken. We both actually kind of enjoyed it, and there was a third one there, and we ended up splitting it. So we actually liked it. So that was kind of a neat experience, and kind of opened my eyes to the idea of, it's the greatest example of something that, people mentally have a huge problem with, but if you actually eat it, it's better than fine. It's actually kind of good. Like if you offered me spider, I would take it. Like I'd be okay with that. I have the list here. Oh, the other episode. This is an older episode. It doesn't really have much to the episode itself. I was in India, and we recorded it while we were in India, and it was these pickled onions that I got, and they were there was a bag of pickled onions. It came with our food. The thing is, those pickled onions made me so sick. For the next like 48 hours, and I was traveling through India on a road trip, so that was the moment when I was just like, bathroom floor, wishing I would die. That was one of the worst reactions I've ever had for anything I've ever done for Chris, Why Would You Eat That? Which is surprising when it's just a bag of pickled onions, but there was definitely something in there that just didn't work. And it makes sense if you think about it, because pickled onions aren't cooked. So they're basically raw onions, and onions and lettuce are the two things. If you're traveling abroad, and you're worried about the possible food poisoning and bacteria you might find in foods, lettuce and raw onions are the worst thing you can go for. Cooked and with a peel is sort of the, it either has to have a peel or be cooked. And that was my lesson there for sure. Oh, another one I have here is Cambodian banana candy. So the cool thing about this one is I did this episode before I moved to Cambodia. So somebody had bought me some Cambodian banana candy. And then when I moved to Cambodia, I was like wondering if it was actually a thing, or whether it was just it was like a gimmicky thing that my friends got, or whether it's just sort of everywhere. And it's actually kind of everywhere. You can find it in a lot of places, grocery stores and everything had it. So it's one of the uglier looking candies, but it tastes pretty good. It's kind of like this sweet, chewy candy. You can check out the review on candycritic.org right now. And check out that episode of Chris, Why Would You Eat That? Let me see here. Pickled onion. Hakarl. So hakarl is an Icelandic shark that's buried in the ground. The meat is buried in the ground and eaten raw. And it was one of the worst tasting things I've ever done. And I've eaten durian. So, and that, I mean, that made the list of the most popular videos. But Carl is, and it's stringy and gross, and it was awful, and it smelt bad. And the cool thing was I got to share the experience with some friends, Randy and Jen, and they also hated it. And we smelled like hot Carl. We went out for food afterwards, and we all sat in a car, and we could still smell it on us. It was pretty awful, but it was a lot of fun. So that was sort of memorable for me. The world's spiciest ramen. Shot that one not too long ago, only maybe a year or two ago. I'm not really into these spicy food challenges, but this one seemed like it should be given a try. And I keep on saying to myself that I want to get better with spicy food, and I have gotten better, but that was just the step too far. And it completely burned my mouth, and it wasn't pleasant at all. It tasted okay, but I've actually gifted that ramen to other people since. People that I know that like spicy foods and figure that they would enjoy it. But it's definitely something. What else? Baked Kit Kats. So this is before I was really doing experiments regularly. Kit Kat came out with, and this is sort of what inspired the whole, like, now that I do candy experiments is like a regular segment. But this is before that, and basically what happened was Kit Kat released a Kit Kat bar in Asia that you actually put in the oven, and the chocolate turns into a cookie. It was really weird. It was really cool. Check out the video to see what happens. But the one thing I learned about that is actually you can put all Kit Kats in the oven and they turn out really interesting. But these ones particularly really neat. So that's, unfortunately, I don't think they make them anymore. If they do, and you get your hands on one, try it out. It's probably one of the most unique Kit Kat bars I've ever tried. So let's see here. Vintage Hello Kitty. There was a Hello Kitty candy I had that I just happened to be hanging on to for more than 20 years. I have this like little box of like cool, a lot of the times it's candy that comes with toys, and I keep the candy sort of themed toy, but then I sort of sometimes just keep the candy in it by accident, don't think about it, and that was this Hello Kitty thing, and it actually had mold on it. I didn't get sick, but it didn't taste great either, so that's kind of memorable. And yeah, I mean, that's a pretty good list. I mean, there's the cheese fish stick, which I particularly didn't like. There was the time that I drank a extra caffeinated Coca-Cola and tried to sit for 10 minutes, and that sort of went poorly. And we did this really long video of DIY Japanese snacks. Those are those ones that you kind of make yourself and turn into like other things, like you add like powders to waters and stir. That was a lot of fun to do. I don't know how much fun the video is. We did like a director's commentary, which was kind of fun, but it's really long. But I enjoyed the process, so that was a lot of fun. But that's my list of sort of like, I would say videos that if I could choose, like that are my favorites, that have the most memories, that have sort of stories behind them. So yeah, so that's it. So thanks for watching. As always, you can follow me on Twitter @CandyCritic, or go to candycritic.org and find links to all of my other social media, including Instagram, Tumblr, Facebook, all that stuff. You can also go to patreon.com/candycritic, and there you will find links, or there you will find extra bonus content, cool, fun stuff. You get videos ahead of time, depending on the tier you're on. You can get comic books, artwork, candy, all kinds of stuff like that. So make sure to check that out. But thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.